What's going on, everybody? It's Download the Connect, and welcome back to another bucket list episode, you feel me? To the left of me, I got my boy.
KG Money Green, you know what it is, man. Bing dong. Isn't it bing bong? I said bing dong. I'm sorry. Sorry for all the New York people that's about to get offended.
I'm weak as hell. But as y'all see, it's just us two, and it's a special episode because
this is the executive episode, or parentheses, open, co-ed, talk, close parentheses.
For sure. I like that one.
Shucky ducky quack quack. Shout out my grandma for saying that.
Every scenario you use that shit in is different, bro.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
What is the definition?
I don't have no definition, but like, if you know Shucky Ducky, that's what she be saying. She like, if you know Shucky Ducky, then you know. He was a comedian that said Shucky Ducky quack quack. And I don't really know what it means, but like whenever I say it, I just feel like it's the appropriate time to say it. So, Shucky Ducky, quack quack.
If you know, you know.
Bing dong.
Well, for this episode, we really had people, not just a part of our bucket list team, but people outside the bucket list team really just get a list of questions or topics that they want our perspectives on and stuff like that. So we really just gonna sit here and give y'all our side of the story.
For sure. Right. Shout out to y'all, man, for even thinking of doing this.
For sure.
Okay, right. I guess I get the second one right.
For sure. Okay. Bet. It says, what new kind of content or fresh talent would you like on the show? Interviewee-wise. Okay.
What new content? I think content we like to do on the show. I think a good thing we should. I won't say this question because it's very political. I think something we should do, and I think we're gonna do very soon, is actually start vlogging and doing like bucket list things together.
Yeah.
Like, jump off the Titanic or something, and then we vlog that.
We gotta find that bit first.
And then we vlog it, and then we like, bucket list. We checked it off our bucket list. Come do it. Well, don't jump off the Titanic, but something like that.
Jump off the Titanic.
I think that'd be good content. Y'all let us know if y'all wanted to see us vlog. I was about to say jump off. Let us know if you
he
want
wants to jump off a plane so bad.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he keeps bringing this up.
Let us know if you want to see us jump off a plane.
Don't let us know if you want to see us jump off a plane.
Because I'm always down for jumping off a plane. Or what's that thing the squirrels be doing? You know the squirrel dive thing?
Oh, yeah.
I want to do that so bad. And I know, okay, we're going to get back to the question. But the reason I had to say this is because I know how many times you got to do it. You got to do it, to do it professionally, you got to do 1,000 times of actually jumping off a plane with a parachute on. But you got to also do it like 250 times to have someone on your back to be the parachute jumpy junior.
I guess.
What's the person holding you? What they called?
I don't know. They're the instructor.
You know the little kangaroo hold thing when they jump together? You got to do that 250. Then you got to do the other one 1,000. And then you can jump off a mountain in a squirrel suit. But then I looked up the price, and it's like $35,000 to jump off a parachute. That's a lot of money. So people that jump off with them squirrels, things are fucking rich as hell. Because how do you even get to that much?
They plan for that. They be waiting and plotting type shit. Oh, God. They like, this is the day. Let me circle it. Let me do all the preparations in line to get to this point where I can do it on this day, that time. It just ain't going to be me. Heck nah.
Let us know in the comment you can see us jump off with squirrel suits.
This man.
All right. My question was,
no, go ahead.
I guess this deals with like policing in society. What would your idea of effective policing look like? So I said it was a pretty deep question.
Yeah, that is political. Well, first, I guess it's important to identify the fact that no one government has gotten it right. It still needs to be reformed because the origins of which policing came from aren't necessarily true to protecting all citizens within a given state.
See what I did?
What?
Protecting.
I mean, we can call a spade, but like
dark humor. And that's kind of a pun, right? It's,
Yeah. It was a good pun.
Y'all let me know if that was a good joke in the comments.
But I mean, what would my idea of effective policing look like? Honestly, it would be policing that has the same type of not necessarily reward system, but educational rigor on the state level as it is on like the federal or like government level.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah, because with the states and depending on the counties and stuff, you can get your GED, pass a physical test, and you good to go. But that individual person needs to at least have the training system needs to be more proactive in having therapy sessions to gauge somebody's like competency of being able to take someone else's life before.
I guess my question to you before we start talking about everything is else. Do you feel like it would be better policing if we actually get people that grew up in those areas to become police officers? Mm-hmm. And would that be a better form of better policing? But also,
yeah, it's too.
I guess the other point would be like is grow up into some of these inner city neighborhoods. Being a police officer is so frowned upon.
Yeah,
it's hard for that person to become a police officer, right?
Yeah.
Like even in Atlanta, I know they buy police. They like kind of bribe, like not bribe you, but to become a police officer. But they like start offering like they'll pay for your house and they'll get you a car and like $25,000 worth of bonuses in like the inner city, and they'll just move you into that neighborhood, So
yeah,
I guess that's kind of works, but like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's just the trust level, because again, policing wasn't necessarily created. It was created to control the population, and they base their orders like military. So if I give you an order, oh yeah, for sure. But like if I base,
I guess to add to whatever your point was, but I guess the next question, because we keep reaching out with a lot of policing questions, it's good that we're kind of getting out of this serious stuff first.
Yeah.
But discuss the topic of policing and how is America failing compared to other countries. I guess to add to that, how do you feel about the jail system too, though?
I mean, I feel like, well, I was actually reading this book, because let me not say I think, but I was reading this book where there was a captain within the Air Force, and she was trying to implore leadership skills that address like vulnerability and how to address the humane aftermaths of being in combat.
Right.
And basically she was itemizing some of the old manuscripts of the military in general, and she was like, in the manuscripts it says how you're supposed to not just build a soldier, but you're also supposed to be empathetic to the human and the person that they are. Like, you're supposed to tell them, even though we have orders to go into these areas, you need to also have compassion for the people that are in these areas that you may or may not know. Even if you are supposed to still carry love in your heart to not just your comrades, but to your citizens and to the other citizens of where you're going and stuff like that. And she was basically mentioning all this to say, like, as she's seen the progression to now, they've pulled out the humaneness and have just implemented strategic thinking, listen to orders, follow the chain of hierarchy, do this, do that, like make it cohesive, and just not addressing that aspect. So I think when it comes to America, like, it definitely needs to be an addressing of that aspect of humanity, where it's like, okay, look, we've all come together. This is the origins of this institution. Is it the best? No, it is not. Has it been able to help us prolong and create, protection for our people? In a sense, yes. Can it be better? Yes. How can we do so? Let's implement it. And I think that's something that's definitely something that's missing out of America. And because of that, it's causing a lack of respect and distrust in, American citizens. Whereas other countries, like, it's more authoritative and they have dictatorships or like oligarchies or whatever. And it's like, regardless, whether they like it or not, they still respect it. And that's like a big difference between America. Like, people from America, like, they'll look at the government and be like, bro, we don't trust you when you've given us no reason to. Like, everybody else, they just...
But don't you feel like America just kind of... They're like that person where it's like, it put on the face, and you just think they're lying, but they're really good at lying. But you also just take their word for it. Do you think that sums up America?
I mean, that can sum up humanity if that's the case.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go to these next questions. The reason I brought them all out, because we kind of got to rush in time. But since we're still talking about America, I kind of broke it up, because I know these are bucket list related. This is one random, and then this still deals with the topic we're doing. So I'm going to do these two, and then fade into this one. All right?
Sure.
What ways an American can improve the education system? First, what about we just tell the real story of America first?
We'll be here all day.
Like, just tell the real, actual story of, like, how, like, America was made. Let's talk about Executive Order 1110. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
John F. Kennedy.
If we gonna do a real history lesson,
we could do a history episode, though.
Yeah, we can definitely do a history episode. But in order to improve America, America has to embrace every aspect of itself.
Facts.
One is the fact of it's not what's in the textbooks. It's really three different perspectives of America that needs to be taught within the systems. It needs to be the Native American version. It needs to be it needs to be the white version, and then it needs to be the African American black version. Like, let's just be 100.
You said Native American, black.
Native American, black, and white folks.
You gotta put Hispanic in there too.
I mean, yeah, of course.
The reason I say you gotta add Hispanic is because, you know, Louisiana Purchase, stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, you can. That shit was ridiculous. You can definitely do that, but what I'm saying more so is just, if we're talking about ways to improve, like, those are just the foundational pieces of the how was America discovered that's not even included. Like, my dude, you giving it to Christopher was not the first one that came. So tell the story of the people that was here first. Get their perspective, get their documents, respect their documents, give the appropriate accreditation to the people. Then integrate how Christopher got here. Okay, that's fine. But also tell how black people built the physical infrastructure of how this entire trains, everything else, like, it came off the labor. And
how it still affects us till today.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the key.
Exactly. So I feel like in terms of America in general, like, America is in itself is such a melting pot. Like, in order for the education system to improve, you have to incorporate everything.
Yeah.
And you have to promote creativity. Like, it can't just be, here's everything, here's a standardized test. Yes, you need standardized, like, requirements and things of that sort, so you do have a way to, like, filter in the population and stuff like that and know how to, you know, raise people up. But at the same time, it's like, allow for the creativity to be shown through those standards too.
Sure. All right. I'm going to rush to these other questions. Do you believe in the paranormal? That's like fucking far left from what the hell we went from.
Yeah.
Some deep police into American history to fucking do you believe in ghosts? So that shows you the bucket list. You don't know what type of fucking question you're going to get. Cause what the hell?
Do I believe in the paranormal?
Do you believe in the paranormal? That's a real question.
I feel like you have to give recognition to it, because if it were absolutely not true, why would it be around for so long?
That's true. But I think what it is, do you believe in the paranormal, right? Or are you just scared to not believe in it? It should be the real question, you know? What I say
statement
are, like, spirits really, are there, like, good and bad spirits? Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like
Do I feel like you can communicate with your ancestors to have a better life? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I believe in voodoo? Of course.
Yeah.
Do I want to mess with someone that does voodoo?
Nope.
No. If I was going to be a part of the Scooby-Doo gang and they needed tryouts? No.
Nah. I'm not doing it.
Do I like haunted houses? Maybe sometimes, depending.
Nah, I get locked up.
But do I want to also be a part of the History Channel during the week of October, in the month of October, and go define ghosts? Nah. So do I believe in it? Kind of. Is my, but I don't think I want to figure it out either. But I don't want to search.
Yeah,
for
I
the
don't want to go
paranormal.
looking for it. Like, if anything, I want that good incident where it's like the ghosts come back and they like, look, I'm here to help you. You know what I'm saying? You been chosen for some shit. You know, we need you to put you on type shit so you can help us. And I'm like, all right, cool. I can do this. But going looking for it and I accidentally piss you off? Nah.
I heard some people can
Not
communicate with spirits, but I got a question for you. Like, there's this theory where, like, you have a dream, right? So imagine there's a dream, whatever. They said if you're able to control your dream and communicate with the random people in your dream, the people in your dream look at you and they scream because that never really happens. Because now you're breaking that. Would that be, what wall would that be? It's not a fourth wall. Whatever that spirit wall is. They say if you're able to, like, hey, stop doing this, cut my dream off, or whatever you want to say to them, they're going to look at you like, oh shit, like acting. It's like they were acting and shit, and it's like, oh shit, you done broke it. But also there's another theory where, like, your dream is connected to a different part of you in the universe, and you're just living their life at nighttime when you sleep. How do you feel
I
about that?
do believe that. Because there have been times where I've gotten visions of things that are not happening in the present moment, but there will be something else where I'm like, bro, this feel like deja vu. Like, I done seen this before, and then I'll remember that vision I had, and I'm like, what the
Man, so you let us know, are y'all part of the Ghostbusters?
Are y'all part of the Ghostbusters?
And if y'all are, and y'all giving out tryouts, don't send me an invitation.
I don't want to come to that reunion.
Hell no. Shout out to the Ghostbuster movie they're dropping. I think it's called, like, something with them frozen in time or something.
Okay.
All right, these are all bucket list related questions. We're gonna go through them rapid fire. That was not a part of the show, rapid fire, but I'm just gonna do it. All right. What's a growth goal you'd like to obtain while building the bucket list in 2024? I think we talk about that all the time. This was like
growth goal to obtain.
I think it was always about more content. Connection.
Yeah, like, I guess the goal for 2024 is for the bucket list to be moving, building, and generating as we're still doing our independent things of sort like that. And just making sure, like, we're all on the same page and in alignment to get it done.
For sure. Can you see yourself still doing the bucket list 5 years from now? Yes.
That is the plan.
Yes.
The bucket list should live beyond us.
Exact. That's a great freaking answer. Because I didn't want to curse in that sentence. Of course. Like, who wanted... I like this. You like it?
Yeah.
All right, then. Do you like it? Let us know if you like watching it, because you're going to be stuck with us for many years as possible. You know.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right, next question. How has being on the bucket list changed the way you view podcasts or life? They didn't say life, but I just added life.
Honestly, there's a different respect for podcasting, and I can see it starting to grow.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like as we've grown and as people understand what we do more and more, it's like...
Well, let's find a question. Right on time.
It's like I'm seeing that respect being transferred over to us and what we do in this capacity, and it's like, okay, shit, cool. We was doing it anyway, but damn, appreciate you.
Yeah, I find it way more like today someone was asking, they were listening to another podcast, and they're like, what is your view on, like, how this person's running their podcast and this and that? Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, well, thanks for even considering me to ask me how I feel. So maybe we're making that impact. Yeah. Think about it. That's our quote. So
that's facts.
Last final question. We're going to answer this very fast. If there's anything you would have changed in the building, the foundation of the bucket list, what would that have been?
Wait, what?
If you would have changed, like, the foundation of building the bucket list, what would it have been? Nothing really to me. I feel like every journey and every challenge and every trial we went through is what created the foundation we have now. And if your foundation is solid at the beginning, then you might want to check the levels of the foundation because that building's falling pretty soon.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah.
I would say going back to that life part and then answering this question kind of simultaneously. I wouldn't change anything at all, and because of that, it's like I constantly have a reminder of why it's so important for us to put our voices out there and to portray our authentic selves, because the bucket list is kind of capturing us as we are growing, as we're learning what we are supposed to be growing into. And it's like, with the foundation that we started off with to where we are now, I can't say I would change anything, because even as stuff was happening, like, we would literally sit there and be like, bro, I can see this happening. I can see this happening.
Facts.
Like,
this is going to happen.
Oh, God. Like,
2 months and 30 days and 10 seconds later, this is going to happen. And after that happens, we're like,
well, we knew it. Yep. It finally happened. Let's move on. Like,
yeah. So again, with that being said, this was the executive episode. Start parentheses co-ed, close parentheses. Let us know if you want more of this. I have fun sitting down with them. This is like normal conversation we really do.
Yeah, that's real.
And with that being said, I'm KG Money Green. Who do I got to the right of me?
I'm done with the connect.
And drop in the comments your best quote from today. Always remember you only live once, so let's make an impact now.
Peace.